One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cavaliers offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Morris. Makes the grab, it's Courtney. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Florida State Seminoles offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grab near the marker, it's Pittman. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. There he goes. Oh, what a caught. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Oh, they're after him. Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 40, there he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll flip it out to his back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Morris. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And it's incomplete on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Offense in a split backfield. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Extending the play. Find some fresh air. Quarterback got it himself. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking deep. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The lone back's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Cavaliers in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Makes the catch. It's Ennis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down, able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the snap, it's Williams. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Great place to start for this offense. Going right to work up top. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the ground with the counter. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. Finds the tight end. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Pass interference. Offense.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working that wide receiver screen. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Noles decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Brown has it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Past the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking downfield on 1st down. Works the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cavaliers are threatening in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Going for 6. Touchdown, Virginia! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Grabbed in the middle, it's White.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Pocket breaking down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Shakes off the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Seminoles! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. To the air, it's Morris. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Ennis. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Ennis. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Cavaliers have this offense rolling. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Cavaliers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Off play action on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his man. It's White. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Still on their side of the field, no problem. Going for it, 4th and short from the 44. Grabbed over the middle, it's White. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game. Hope turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Power football with the run. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Still on his feet. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Fights off a defender. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They'll try to run for it. Can't get him to the ground. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
Sometimes you dial up the right place, sometimes you get the right penalty. Either way, it's a third down conversion for this offense. First down and 10. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Morris. Got him downfield. He's loose at the 30. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Virginia!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The give as they work on that clock. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Let's see if this offense comes out slinging from the first play of the drive down late. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. From the 30-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle, it's White. Knocked off his feet.
And that's a great throw by this young man. Listen, he's had an up-and-down day, actually probably a little bit more down than up, but this is the big moment. This is where his team needs him to come through. Great start. Let's see if he can put this together, trailing late in this football game.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And the Noles line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Throws to the tight end. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. Fourth down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. He's got it. First down and more. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the... Touchdown, Seminoles! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Morris. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Timeout is called with just a single second left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to fire on second down. He wants a big play here late. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.